Okay, so today is Friday and patch day was yesterday on Thursday, and we had a terrible session of games on Thursday. I lost something like 150 LP, about that, maybe a bit more. It was a disaster. So now we're in recovery mode. We've got a Caitlyn. We're against a Draven, a Lulu. We have a little bit of magic damage with the Echo, but I want something to link up with the Caitlyn. Could maybe do a Lux game here. Would have to consider a Zhonya's though. But we can do the double siege link up with the Caitlyn. Binding into trap could definitely work here. Let's do it. Do you think there's a server harder to climb than others? Yes, I do. I think EUS is slightly harder to climb on than EUNE. Only slightly though. It's not, the difference isn't too big now these days. I'm happy with the primary runes. Just the secondary runes I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna go stopwatch. And we'll take exhaust. Yeah, we'll go stopwatch because I probably will have to have some sort of stasis. Got kind of like the Z ult is the main thing I'm concerned about, but they will look to potentially tower dive, especially if we're behind early, which we shouldn't be because we're double siege, and double siege should beat Draven. But just playing on the side of caution here, I think maybe going free boots here would be too greedy, even though I do really like free boots. Lux is extra slow is quite nice. Yes, the extra slow duration that she received on her E from 0.25 seconds to 1 second has been pretty good. Pretty good for sure. And thank you, by the way, guys, for doing the Viking sponsorship download and tutorial. If you do wish to help out what I do for free, there's another opportunity to do that. All it would require is downloading Vikings via the link. It's a free-to-play game, and you need to do the tutorial as well. Which takes about 2 minutes. It's much quicker than the raid one for sure. So it only takes 2 minutes and then you're done. If you wish to keep playing, we have a Bizzleberry clan going on right now, and I think there's about 15 people in at the moment, which isn't bad since I only advertised it about about 12 hours ago. So if you wish to join in the clan and join in on what we're doing, then get involved. Join the clan. And if you do it, a cool little alert will pop up if I'm streaming at the same time. Will I get any spam mails when I do this Vikings tutorial? I don't recall. The only times I've ever had emails from Plarium is when I purchased something and they've given me a receipt. That's the only time I've ever had an email from them. So, yeah, I wouldn't be concerned by that. You just did the tutorial? Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I see your name there. Mark and Lucidus. Thank you guys for completing the tutorial. Thank you for helping. So this lane is basically we double poke into aggro-ish. We need to basically poke them down, don't take too much damage, keep our distance, and we can win via that. At least win the laning phase. Lee will potentially gank bot very early. So we'll have to do an early ward in the river to make sure that doesn't happen. But we'll see. I hate pulling for the jungler. It's a big pull. Their bot lane didn't pull for Lee Sin. So Lee Sin's probably started at the enemy red. Yeah, his red. Lulu's got Guardian. It's actually kind of interesting. They're changing Guardian soon. So it won't have the movement speed, but it won't be procced as easily by like a random tiny hit. Lulu has Relic Shield. Volibear got First Blood topside. So if you are wondering about, hey Bizzleberry, when's the Volibear support video? There probably won't be one, unless they goof around in a non-ranked game or something. It's not great. I've tried it twice, and I'm not happy with it. Not every champion that gets reworked needs to be forced into a support role. Can you do this on your phone? Yeah, you can do the link on your phone. Topside did die. Lulu's going pretty already. I'm not sure exactly why they're pushing in so hard, but I will say we need to be harassing more than this. Can do 2 points in E here. Okay. It's a shame my binding missed, but Caitlyn's getting some nice siege harassment now. We effectively won that trade, but I need to be very careful about my HP.
Each new star ignited helps bind the shadows within.
Yeah, I'm having mana issues now. They have exhaust and heal, and so do we.
The whispers never go away. Prison of light.
Okay, Lulu used heal. Need to be very, very careful here. Yeah. Okay, I tried to let Caitlyn have that one. Got him. Ooh, nice. It's nice that Caitlyn still got an assist there. I think it was from the tag earlier. She didn't actually hit him there. Draven got very greedy about staying there. He didn't need to stay at all. Yeah, we played that pretty cleanly. I think Lulu just tried to move in for the Guardian buff, but yeah, the Lee Sin missing his Q here. He should have just backed off at that point because our minion wave was massive. Draven loses a massive amount of stuff there. We can get tier 1 boots here. I can't get a control ward, but this is basically a perfect buy apart from the control ward. I have to finish off Lost Chapter. It's too big of an item not to pick up at this point. The extra mana regen I'm going to get in lane with that is going to be insane. We shouldn't have any mana issues now. Especially when Lost Chapter is bought super early because you get the levels, early levels in quicker. So we get the mana in more often. And mana flow ban's about to be complete as well. Did hit the Draven there on the Q.
Silence and expanse, populated by the winds of gods.
Lee Sin just did the dragon.
My god, look at this. There's a bunch of berries.
Primordial detonation.
Nice, I managed to hit her before the shield came through.
The vastness of space leaves much room for reflection.
Draven's used a health potion, he's got refillable. Nice. Another trap. Hit that binding there as well. Okay, good. Okay, good. I've got my ulti coming up. Let's... Could I explain if Sonar Q is an Sonar Q is an auto attack reset when it's the power chord. So if you've got like 2 power chord charges, and then you do Lisa. If you got 2 power chord charges, then you do an auto attack, then Q. When your power chord is fully charged, then it will auto attack reset. So you can do auto attack Q, and then power chord auto attack. Why do you never rotate to top when Herald is alive? You can, like, it's very difficult to do that in solo queue. The amount of communication and setup you need for that is not just for the support, but it also would have to be like timed so that the mid lane and the top lane could help as well. It's not impossible to do in solo queue, but it is really difficult without proper communication with the team, because there's a lot of investment in risking that you lose a lot of CS and turret placings on the map anyway. Because say if you do get the Herald, and like worst case scenarios you only get like 2 platings, but if the amount of time that you guys have spent doing other stuff, if you haven't set that up properly, you could lose like 4 or 5 turret platings plus minions. So it is worth it if you know what you're doing. These, okay. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. Like, they tried to block the Caitlyn ulti, but because they all blocked it, then they all took my ult. That was actually like, wow. I had never even thought about that possibility with the Caitlyn Lux combo. Because of course, if one of them's low HP, the other one's gonna block it, so... It's just, you know, normal mentality to do that. Wow. It's actually insane. Yeah, well, utterly stomp it down bot lane. This is what I needed today for my mentor. Good. It's not over yet, but shutting down a Draven this early is a very big deal. Goes on his way to Master Promos again. We're about 150 LP away from that, plus the best of 3. So let's not get down that road. But if I can win 10 games in a row, maybe we can start thinking about that again.
Each new star ignited helps bind the shadows within. Up we go!
That's slow. Do you see that? Caitlyn's got ulti. Lisa missed his kick afterwards. Oh. I've got my ult. Got a double binding there. Doesn't look great though. Mordekaiser is still alive. Volibear doesn't have teleport. Kha'Zix, can you get something there? Good job. Another one, triple kill. Wow, it worked. That stopwatch bought enough time then. Oh, okay. It's a shame I died. I was worth... Mordekaiser got 700 gold for that, but Volibear's getting a lot of free farm topside. I think he actually popped his... Did he pop his ult topside? No, he hasn't. He's got it though. His ult will do damage to turrets. Hey Nova, how the Lux buffs? The E slow is noticeable. Like something when you're playing with like a Caitlyn or the Lethality Varus, it is very nice. Like if you're doing double siege, it will increase the chance that you guys land skill shots down for sure. So top turret did end up going down because of the Mordekaiser. Get rid of that blast cone. These, okay, they're at the Drake. Is the new Bizzleberry any good? I think it's going to be decent, but just not as support. I think Jungle Bizzleberry is his most promising role.
The cosmos spins with delicate complexities.
Good stuff there. I missed both skill shots. Wouldn't mind his turret plating if we can get it. Good. Enemy Herald. Use mid. I want Ludens. You didn't buy Athene's on Lux. You could go Athene's second item with this build, but because we're doing so well right now, I think I'm just gonna go Luden's Death Cap.
The vastness of space leaves much room for reflection.
Hey Con, how you doing? I'm okay. So we did take a lot of turret placings, which is nice. And we also picked up the Mountain Drake. There's a Herald in 1 minute.
Bending space-time to my will.
We'll play for Herald and then we'll push down mid. I think that's the best option.
Mortals cannot comprehend our cosmic designs.
Or should I just go Zonya's? Yeah, we'll do the safer option. I get Zonya, go Zonya's, and then that will put us at 40% cooldown reduction once we hit level 10. So one more level and then we've got 40%, 45% cooldown reduction. And, you know, Zed's going to focus me quite a lot. That whole team will do. I'm the, one of the most fed on our team.
We will not let the Dark Star unmake it all.
Well, the bear's damage is okay, but it's not really that tanky. Need to try and block the Lee Sin Q.
May your remnants serve greater purpose.
Good. A little bit scuffed there on my Q, but at least we managed to clean that up anyway.
Destruction in constant opposition. Life give me respite.
Should be trying to play for Herald though. Can't really buy anything else here. Just have to wait to be able to fully purchase the Zonyas.
Dark matter may
900
bind
gold
the
to go.
universe together, but we
Is
are
Lux support
forged
viable
from
now?
light
It's okay.
between.
It's okay. Just make sure you're playing with a Siege AD carry. I wouldn't recommend it with anyone else. I poke. People get confused when I say Siege, so basically poke AD carries. So Varus, Caitlyn. Could maybe work with Jinx as well. Like with binding into Jinx traps. Could be okay. If you are playing with a Jinx, you might want to go Ardent Senza, especially if she's doing well. But with Caitlyn and Varus, I mean, Caitlyn could use Ardent Senza a little bit, but Lethality Varus won't want it.
Stand stalwart by creation.
The Andrews I would not recommend even with the slow increase. The Andrews benefits more if you got lots of micro hits going on, like with Zyro Plants or Brand's passive. Yeah, the slow increases the damage done, but it's not that great. You need lots of micro hits to get the most benefit from the Andrews. Otherwise you're better with the raw damage. Okay, this should hit tier 3 then, with 4 HP. We can maybe look to get inhib. Draven's still bot side. Oh. Ugh. Ah, she couldn't move. I got stuck in his, on the edge of that circle. I could try to move out of it, but I couldn't move. I was like creep blocked inside it. But we got the inhib at least anyway. Mordekaiser's a flash. Almost got Zhonya's for next time that happens. Mordekaiser did get another 600 gold off me. It was worth it for him to do. Ashe Lux combo. I just don't think Ashe is that great in solo queue. Or in general right now. I wouldn't want to play with Ashe anyway, but I guess Lux would be okay with her.
My god, look at this. There's a bunch of berries, 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 berries. Look out!
Okay, we can get the second Drake. Baron in 130. Need to be looking to get the objectives as much as possible, so we can go from here to the bot turrets.
Silence and expanse, populated by the winds of God. Primordial detonation.
Draven and Mordekaiser are still in the base.
I cannot deny the darkness in my heart, but I will not let it control me.
Need 1 minion for level 11. Got him. Still do the ult down. Doing a lot of poke damage. We can stay here and siege. We've got super groups coming in still. Got my ulti back up shortly.
The court still stands. That is all that matters.
Nice. TP coming in from Volibear. Might have to back off after this turret. Got no more mana left. Another TP's coming in for us. Respawn time is a solo. Mod's already back up. GG. Oh. Yes, definitely needed that. Oh no, the Caitlyn. We did really well, both of us bot side. How much LP? Plus 19. Okay. I was hoping for a tiny bit more, but, you know, I don't really deserve more than that after what happened yesterday. Let's have a look at the damage. Damage. Wow. Second, but only by 50 damage. 52 damage behind the Caitlyn. Pretty good. Nice. It's a shame we didn't get to, you know, the game lasts a little bit longer so we could buy some juicier items on the AP front, like a death cap or something, or finish off the Zhonya's, but yeah, I think we did pretty well. The very start of that laning phase was a tiny bit scary with one of the times Draven went onto me, nearly died, but no, I think overall we all did pretty well. I think the ganks as well from the Kazakhs were quite nice. Echo and Volibear really didn't do too much that game, but it was one of those rare circumstances where we kind of got camped bot at near the end of that laning phase, but we actually managed to turn it around. Like the Lee Sin came down, we killed him. The Mordekaiser came down. Yeah, I died, but then we ended up getting like a triple kill off it as well, so it was nice.